Hey folks, I'm going to do, right now, I'm going to do a solution to the assignment 13, the isogram checker. First of all, you should pause and read the assignment so you know what we're talking about, if you haven't already. But the short version is an isogram is a phrase that where no letters are repeated. We're ignoring spaces. All right, so bird cage is an isogram. Each letter occurs only once. Bird in a cage is not an isogram because the letters I and A repeat. See, there's two I's and there's two A's. And then I give you some other examples. So, let's see. We're going to follow these steps. So let's go ahead and get started. Print an introduction, tell the user what's going to happen, do a while true loop, ask the user for a phrase, store it in a variable named phrase. So let's get going. Print welcome to the isogram checker, and isogram is a phrase where no letters repeat. Oop. Right there, while true, phrase equals input, enter a phrase. Right, that's a good start. And then I say store the phrase in another variable called tester. Make it lowercase. Get rid of the spaces doing a replace command. All right, so tester equals phrase. Tester equals tester dot lower. We made it all lowercase. Tester equals tester dot replace. Now we want to replace a space with nothing. See how right here I've got a space. It's going to find all the spaces and it's going to replace those spaces with nothing. So let's just so you can see what's up. We're going to print tester. We're going to run it. Welcome to the isogram checker. I'm going to just add a backslash in here so that it so the top line doesn't wrap funny. Enter a phrase, and I could say bird bird in a bush. Boom. So see, it's all, we got rid of the spaces. And go Tigers. See, we got rid of the spaces and it's all lowercase. So that's all the program does right now. We're going to remove the print line. Going to go back here. Let's see what it says next. We got rid of the spaces. Make a variable to store letters you have found and make it empty. So we'll say used equals quote quote. Make a variable count and set it to 0. We'll use to figure out how many duplicates there are. Do a for loop like this, 4x in tester. So let's do this. Says used and count and a for loop. So used equals empty quotes. Count equals 0, 4x in tester. So what this does is it makes a for loop where it's going to take the letters out of tester one letter at a time and put them into x. And what we can do here now is check if it's in used. So right here, inside the for loop, check if the current letter, x, is in the variable used. If it is, we find a duplicate. If it isn't, then we're going to add it. It says used equals used plus x. That way we keep track of the letters we've checked. So if x in used, count equals count plus 1, we found a duplicate. We're going to print x and equals, I'm going to put them all on one line. And we're going to say else. Used equals used plus x. So let's walk through what I just did. If x is in the variable called used, that means we found a duplicate letter. So we add one to our duplicate count. We print the letter. Otherwise, we add the letter to the end of used. That's what this line does. So used is going to slowly fill up with the letters. And then if we never find a duplicate, we'll get to the end of this for loop. So right here, we can check, this is after the for loop, we can say, hey, if count is equal to 0, that means it's an isogram. Print phrase is an isogram. Okay, otherwise, it means we had one or more duplicate letters. So, print phrase is not an isogram. Print count duplicates found. And I just remembered, because I was using this end equals space thing, that's going to put all duplicate letters all in one row. So right here I need to do a print with nothing in it just to get, so we get off of that row before we start printing this information. So let's try it. I'm going to enter A, B, C, D, E, F, space, G, H, I, J. And it says, hey, it's an isogram. All right. I'm going to say apples and bananas. And it found lots of duplicates. And it printed them all out. P was the first one because there were 2 P's. And then A. And then another A. And then N. Yeah. It just went on and on and on. Okay. And then we did want to make a way for this, for the user to quit. So we did all this. Add a check just after the original input line where you check if phrase is empty. And if it is, you print a goodbye message and break out of the loop. So it's easy to add that now right here. Phrase equals input. We can say if phrase equal empty quotes, print goodbye and break. That breaks us out of the while true loop if we don't want to check things anymore. So I'm going to check birdcage. Yep, it's an isogram. And if I hit enter, it says goodbye. I think I want to print a blank line right here, because see, I like, after it says birdcage is an isogram, I think it'd be nice if it gave a blank line before the next one. So let's try that. Enter a phrase. Actually, we can go back to our interesting examples. Put back my English word is a short sentence that is also an isogram. So let's try that. Put back my English word. It is an isogram. Sweet. I have an uncle who has a hamster farm. That is not an isogram, and there were 14 duplicates found. All right, so that's our program. I hope that helped you. As always, email me if you have any questions. I hope you're all doing well. Sorry we can't be doing this in person.